Travis confesses good news between him and GF Taylor Swift, making Jason dance with joy on the podcast. On Wednesday, January 15th, the Kelce brothers released a new podcast episode. In the Kelce brothers chat, the new podcast episode brought many surprises to fans ahead of the playoffs in the first match of the new year 2025 between the Chiefs versus Houston Texans. Travis said, "A week goes by so fast when we don't have any games." Jason said, "Wow, as I understand, you guys are having practices for the Chiefs versus Houston Texans game, right?" Travis said, "We will start practice on Thursday and Friday." Then Jason said, "Oh, so what have you been doing this past week, Travis? Aren't you bored?" Travis laughed and said, "Oh, of course. It can't be boring. Taylor, she would never like that." Jason, with a blank face as if he was sitting still for 15 seconds, froze. Travis reminded Jason, "Hey, Jason, are you okay?" Jason, with big round eyes, said, "Travis, what did you just say? You mean Taylor? She is there too." Travis laughed and said, "Oh yeah, she will be attending the first game of the new year for the Chiefs." Jason screamed and ran out of the room. A sound came from the living room as Jason's voice echoed into the study. "Hey Kyle, come up here and see if you're dreaming." Then Jason ran back to the room, sat down on the chair, and said, "Okay, Travis, you say that again." Travis did a look under the table action and said, "Hey Jason, what the hell are you doing in there, taking so long?" Then both Kelce brothers laughed happily. Travis said, "Actually, we just went to Taylor's mansion in Rhode Island. Then we went back to Kansas. Actually, it was a short trip, but it's been a while since we've been there." Jason said, "Oh, that's where we had a nice trip a few months ago, and the Mahomes family was there." Travis said, "Yeah." Jason said, "Hey Trav, what do you think about me calling it your honeymoon?" Travis laughed and said, "Come on, man. Maybe it's a figurative thing." Jason, with an absent-minded face, smiled and said, "Yes, my friend, I understand that feeling. I guess you are a very happy guy." Travis said, "Thanks. Wish everyone the same." Then both Kelce brothers laughed happily. Travis said, "Now it's the AFC qualifiers. This is officially an ideal race before the Super Bowl." Jason said, "You guys have had 2 weeks to prepare. Are you confident before that game, Travis?" Travis smiled and said, "Of course, I'm always ready. Although our opponent this time has a very annoying style of play." Jason said, "It's great that all the Chiefs members are in extremely good form." Travis said, "We have made some tactical adjustments in this new qualifier, and all the Chiefs members responded to it in the best way." Then Jason said, "Is it possible that Taylor has brought you such a good competitive spirit, Travis?" Travis laughed and said, "Oh, it would be great if our dinner didn't have an unexpected incident with Taylor's food." Jason said, "Oh, you guys had one of those memorable moments, right?" Travis laughed and said, "Oh, thanks. Our trip was really memorable. Taylor, she's really good at cooking, and she's a great cook. I couldn't sleep all night because of the rib sauce. Although I really like to eat, it seems like my stomach didn't listen." Jason laughed and shouted, "OMG, my boy. Did you know that Taylor will watch our show, Travis?" Travis laughed and said, "Oh, that's not right at all." Jason said, "So, are you better?" Travis said, "Today, Taylor gave me some medicine, and I'm fine." Jason said, "That's good." Travis said, "It's really delicious. It's spicy and sour. It suits my taste, but I don't know why my stomach is like that. Maybe I ate something." Jason said, "Oh, there are many reasons. Anyway, we are not doctors." Then both Kelce brothers laughed happily. As the Kansas City Chiefs prepare for their high-stakes NFL divisional round clash against the Houston Texans, quarterback Patrick Mahomes has ignited conversation with his candid remarks about teammate Travis Kelce. The Chiefs are riding high after securing the AFC's #1 seed, a feat achieved with a remarkable 15-2 regular season record, the best in franchise history. During a media session earlier this week, Mahomes was quick to highlight Kelce's influence on the team, describing the star tight end as someone who has the heart of a champion. The comment wasn't just a nod to Kelce's leadership, but a reflection of the grit and determination he brings to the locker room. "I think it just inspired the team," Mahomes said. "He kind of has the heart of a champion. When your leaders and Hall of Fame guys are putting it all on the line, it pushes everybody to step up." The Chiefs wasted no time sharing Mahomes' glowing praise on social media, and fans had plenty to say. While many celebrated the quarterback's remarks, others debated whether Kelce's contributions this season have been as monumental as Mahomes implied. Kelce, who has been a vital part of the Chiefs since 2017, has built an unparalleled chemistry with Mahomes. Together, the duo has redefined the quarterback-tight end dynamic, smashing records and clinching 3 Super Bowl titles. Their playoff performance has been especially dominant, with the pair holding the NFL record for the most postseason touchdown connections at 16. With the team on the brink of another potential championship run, Mahomes' comments serve as a reminder of the leadership and legacy driving the Chiefs forward. Whether Kelce's heart of a champion will translate to another Super Bowl victory remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. All eyes will be on Kansas City this weekend. The Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, who welcomed his third baby, a daughter named Golden Ray Mahomes, with wife Brittany Mahomes on January 12th, shared how he anticipates his teammate Travis will elevate his game as the NFL playoff season ramps up. "The greats, they step up in the playoffs, and it's just higher intensity," Patrick told reporters during a press conference on January 14th. "The best players and the best leaders step up and make the best plays, and he's done that, so I expect the same from him going into this playoffs." The Super Bowl MVP, who helped bring the Chiefs to victory in last year's championship, also commended the tight end for his infectious dedication to success. "I think his mentality that he steps on the football field with, at practice and on game days, resonates with the entire team and gets everybody to play their best football," Patrick continued, "and that's what it takes in order to win championships. Right now, for whatever reason, this year I just can't find my way in the end zone." The 35-year-old told his brother Jason Kelce on an episode of their New Heights podcast in December, "I'm just not on the same page as Pat. It can get frustrating. That's for damn sure." While the football star was dissatisfied with his stats on the field, Jason, who shares daughters Wyatt, 5, Elliot, 3, and Bennett, 22 months, with pregnant wife Kylie Kelce, did his best to offer reassurance. "I know you hold yourself to a really high standard," he told his younger brother. "I think you're being a little hard on yourself. But there's more to Travis than his perfectionism. Keep reading to see some facts you may not have known about the Chiefs' tight end." Travis Kelce may be inextricably linked to Kansas City, Missouri for life, but he grew up in Cleveland Heights, Ohio, and the man proudly represents his hometown, often shouting out Cleveland Heights instead of his alma mater, the University of Cincinnati, during game broadcasts that include player introductions. As you might guess, this habit has irked some fellow alums. However, Travis stated it's not because he doesn't appreciate his time at the University of Cincinnati, saying, "I cherish it dearly." In 2019, when he and his big brother Jason were inducted into the Cleveland Heights High School Hall of Fame, Travis shared why his hometown is so dear to his heart. "But there was a time when I was at Cincinnati that it wasn't easy for me. It was tough. I got my scholarship taken from me. I did a lot of dumb things. I'm sure a lot of people in this room know someone from Heights that's done a lot of dumb things. To all my friends, I was that guy. The Heights weren't just special to me," he continued, "but to every single person up here. How diverse this place is, it builds something in me. Every single thing I do is for this city. It sounds cliché, but I promise you, every single thing I do out there, when you see me dancing in the end zone, that's Cleveland Heights for you right there." After the Bearcats' undefeated 2009 season, which included a Big East title, Travis failed a marijuana test ahead of the 2010 Sugar Bowl after partying too hard on New Year's Eve in New Orleans. Not only did he miss the bowl game, but the NCAA also suspended him for the 2010 season, and he lost his scholarship. Finding himself without room and board, he moved in with Jason, literally sharing his brother's room in the house Jason shared with some teammates. To make ends meet, Travis took a job as a telemarketer that entailed him asking anyone who picked up if they had thoughts about the Affordable Care Act.